You're not fighting for your country. You're over here in flip-flops enjoying this beautiful sun. Man, I'm from America. I was born and raised in LA, Los Angeles. So I'm fighting for my country, for my piece of land right here. This is what I gotta do to preserve for my kids.
Yeah. All of my homies around me, they know that ain't nobody perfect. We've been grinding for a minute. I told them it's gonna be worth it. We just speak it to existence, so nothing is left unsaid. Much love, but if you ain't family or business, you left on red.
I ain't going somewhere else. Look at London stand. It has fallen. Come on, it's the most corrupt country out here. That's why you out here looking cute. Right?
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Right? Because you know Mohammed out there will work you. Put you in a burkini. That what you want?
We ought to just line, this cement wall. We ought to just line all your parents up there. Cut them down like the fucking dogs that they are.
I'm an attorney. I've studied immigration.
So was Kim Kardashian.
I did look into it, and according to the California bar, you can actually become a lawyer without going to law school.
Really?
Okay, no.
She is.
And I hear she's starting to study law. Soon she'll be one of the most successful lawyers. I hate to tell all my lawyers back there.
I don't know too much about her, so
She is. She is. How do you think the prison reform got passed? Her and Kanye are the ones that put that legislation together, and Trump passed it.
Kim Kardashian West.
The president's support and to see it come to fruition was magic.
This is what you should do, metaphorically speaking. You should have rolled down the inside of your fucking fat mother's thigh, you stupid cunts. Don't you realize that?
You denounce Obama then for creating the cages at the border?
I don't think Obama did.
Yeah, oh my God.
Where do you get your news? Hey.
Well, you can't help denial.
Personal development. You can't measure personal development. The morons will eat it up like ice cream. You can't fucking measure it. How do you measure personal development? You don't, you fucking retards! You cannot measure personal development. And here you are.
problem for the other countries that they come through before they get here.
Oh, no, that's our problem because they're not stopping there. They're coming straight here. That's the problem.
When they get here, that's our problem now, right?
Absolutely.
So we fucking deal with it.
We are. We're sending them back. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Put up the wall.
Wrong way to deal with it.
And what would you do? Put them in your house? Would you take them in? Would you take them in your house? Could you house an illegal immigrant right now?
The number we have down there?
Can you? Yes or no?
Not.
No?
So many people we have down there?
So then where are we supposed to put them then? If our own homeless and veterans that are on the street right now can't even get into homeless shelters, where are we going to put the illegal immigrants in? Why aren't we helping our homeless vets and the ones that are on the street right now?
We didn't get them.
Why?
If we didn't
Answer the question. Why? Why aren't we taking care of our vets right now? Do you know what a blank statement is?
So if someone comes, let me ask you an honest question. I know, absolutely. Well, you were.
It's funny how these people from other countries, they all of a sudden want to dictate how it works. Wait, you have no facts.
Yeah. Now think about that. Or don't think too hard because you don't have that many brain cells. I don't give a shit. Nobody, don't you understand? Nobody cares about all the trials and tribulations of your fucking weak cunt lives. Don't you understand that? What the fuck do I have to do here?
Who did not learn about slavery in school? I think a lot of people aren't taught that we are uniquely responsible for ending slavery in a lot of ways in the modern world. But let's go to the next clip.
This country, United States of America, was built upon the genocide of Native people and slavery. I mean, that's a fact.
Well, you can say that. You can say that. That's not necessarily. That's going to be a no.
They could spit on your wife, and you wouldn't do a goddamn thing. They could say your wife's a filthy slut whore, and you don't do a goddamn thing. What the fuck happened? And your wife will pull you by the arm. Oh, honey, we don't want any trouble. Get away, bitch, and now fucking hit him with a brick. And you're hoping that she pulls you a little harder so you don't have to show like you had a pair. What the fuck happened?
New diseases wiped out over 230,000 of the indigenous people by 1517. That's nearly 95% of their population. A big part of that, by the way, they hadn't domesticated the horse. right? This idea, if you're coming into contact with a domesticated horse for the first time, this whole idea of bow and arrow, horseback culture, it's a lie. They hadn't domesticated the horse, and they didn't use the wheel.
Yeah, and by the way, when we come and like accidentally killed 95% of you just by shaking your hand, like, that's our bad. Sorry.
We didn't even know what germs were.
My bad.
I mean, part of it is like, this is the part where, again, we've talked about this before, where there's just a lack of nuance. When you go to the 1619 Project and all you want to focus on is one part of history that involves slavery, to use that to push a political agenda today.
So you may have seen this face all over Twitter and social media in the past week. This is trans activist Jessica Yaniv. Now, this person is the walking, talking, living and breathing embodiment of what people fear when it comes to trans people. Jessica Yaniv is currently under fire for a lot of things, and I'm going to list them here. Going into women's public restrooms presenting entirely as male, photographing underage girls, sending predatory, disgusting, entirely inappropriate messages to tweens and teenagers. And I'm going to get to those messages, and you're... just wait.
What are you going to tell your grandchildren? What are you going to tell your children 20, 25 years from now? What did you do, Grandpa? What did you do, Grandma? What did you do? Other than sit on your fucking hand. What did you do? Not a fucking thing. That's what you're going to say.
And this is what most people are talking about with this person. Also getting a women's spa completely shut down after causing such a stink over a female waxer not wanting to wax their male privates. And apparently this person has filed over a dozen complaints to different spas. Yaniv is also apparently trying to host topless swimming parties with kids. Specifically stating topless.
Blake, you look like a black guy that got made by a printer running out of ink. That's... yeah.
Mr. Carnegie was a hard bastard. Vanderbilt was a hard bastard. Henry Ford I was a hard bastard. Rockefeller was a hard bastard. Steve Jobs was a ruthless hard bastard. As Apple CEO Cook regularly begins sending emails at 4:30 in the morning on Sunday, he's a hard bastard. Why are all these guys that changed the world got one thing in common? They're fucking tough as nails. Ruthless.
We do not utilize blacklists or whitelists in our search results to favor political outcomes. Doesn't happen.
What they're saying is untrue.
You know how many people I've called board members whore? You filthy fucking whore. Get the fuck out. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. I say it so easy because I've said it a million times. Because you still care what these assholes think of you. You still want to be liked. And some people in this room are pleasers. Your mother was a pleaser. Your father was a pleaser. And look what they produced. Losers, pleasers.
This is a blacklist, one of many blacklists that are at Google. This particular blacklist is showing which news sites aren't going to show up underneath the search bar when people are searching on their Android phones. And what they're doing is that they're saying, okay, well, you know, Newsbusters, The Gateway Pundit, National Enquirer, Media Matters, InfoWars, they're not going to appear, you know, on their search results.
We do not utilize blacklists or whitelists in our search results to favor political outcomes. Doesn't happen.
And why do I treat everybody like shit? And why have I been so fucking successful over these 25 years? Because it fucking works. And the reason you're here, you snowflake cunts, is because nobody treated you like shit. Tough love works. You fucking weenies.
What a lot of people don't realize is that for the last 3 years, Donald Trump is actually doing an Alec Baldwin impression. He calls people names, he yells at the press, he married an immigrant half his age. The only difference is that Trump calls his daughter a fox, not a pig.
All of my homies around me, they know that ain't nobody perfect. We been grinding for a minute, I told them it's gonna be worth it. We just speak into existence, so nothing is left unsaid.